Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently working on cleaning up these Steiner units up over here. It shouldn't be particularly challenging, but we ran out of time in the last episode, so we're just going to have to continue to push through over here. For our crossbow, we can only get direct fire LOS on this Hollander. I'm wondering how we'll do on this Night Sky, which is knocked down right now. Actually significantly worse. So we're just going to fire on this Hollander and start softening up its armor. It doesn't have a lot of armor, so that's absolutely fine. Yeah, we'll get a good softening there.
Commander.
Next up is going to be our hoplite, which is, of course, direct fire. And so we'd be looking at somewhere around here. Hopefully we would not stray shot our Apollo. I shouldn't do this. Yeah, I should not take this shot. But I'm going to anyway. Hey, we didn't stray shot. I like it. Okay, that was a pretty high-risk shot right there. No doubt about it. Our scimitar can advance forward, and its job here is going to be to fire on that Hollander.
Got it, Commander.
Nice. That Hollander is taking a lot of fire right now.
Standing by.
Our Apollo can position somewhere. Actually, we should be coming forward here. We need to breach this hill, right? We need to get up over here with our fire support. So I'm going to fire on the Hollander.
Target full.
I would love to do something about that downed Night Sky, but we just don't really have LOS from here is the thing. We got a head hit on the Hollander. It's not doing too well. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have our Centaur head out, and wow, they just fully missed that. Okay, we're going to have our Centaur head out and attack the Night Sky into Centurion, I think. And the Black Knight, I would like to... Actually, we can position it here. We have a shot on the Night Sky, but the Hollander is better hit odds.
Confirm.
Okay. Gyro crit there. Hollander's not doing well. Not doing well at all, but it is still up. We did almost entirely armor damage there, actually. So we've had very bad luck at clustering our damage there. But luckily the Hollander's armor is very low, so that's okay. Oh no! 5 damage to the Black Knight. What are we going to do? So the Night Sky stands up. And that's expected. We don't want that thing to close in on us, really, unless we like, one-shot it with the Centaur. It is, of course, a hatchet variant, I think. That was a lot of stray shots right there. What's the rear arc status of this guy? That's pretty good. Okay, I like it. So we definitely do want to get rid of that Night Sky before it closes in. No doubt about it. Our Trebuchet can position about here. And I'm going to lob a few missiles at this Hollander. I'm not going to fire the lasers, just the missiles.
Engaging hunt.
And there we go. There goes the Hollander. LBX 10? Okay. Noted. I really kind of prefer the Gauss variant, to be honest. So the Centaur wants to make its way up over here, right? The best we can do is here and take out this Scorpion.
Moving as fast as
I
I
don't
can.
love this position. I'd like to get in behind the Night Sky instead, but I mean, this will kill the Scorpion with the Night Sky having just hit it a bunch. And it melts down.
My internal structure.
Gross. Okay, so that's going to do a bunch of damage to our Centaur's armor, of course. And that's going to leave a bunch of fire here that's going to be tough for us to move through and tough for us to shoot through. So that's all, you know, great.
Commander.
We're going to position our scimitar up over here for now. It'll flank around this way. And we'll fire on the Scorpion's rear arc. We could kill it here, I think, but it's unlikely. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not too concerned about the Scorpion there, but yeah, this meltdown was unfortunate. Luckily, only the Centaur was caught in it, so that's reasonably fine. Our Apollo, at this point, is going to move up over here. We could start softening up the Night Sky, and I think that is our angle. Because I think the Centaur heads out and goes after the Centurion here. That was good clustering. That was really good clustering there. Okay. I like it. So the night sky is heading in and going past our centaur. I don't like this choice by the night sky. I think that's a bad choice, given what just happened. Because we had just decided to fire support the night sky.
Hey there.
And now suddenly, he's in a much better position. Now we don't have direct fire. Wait, we do have direct fire LOS up with the crossbow.
Roger that.
Do it. We're not likely to get huge hits here, mostly because of firing into that huge fire, right? But sure. We'll see what we can get done there. That's a number of hits. I like it.
Waiting for orders.
At this point, our Wraith is overheated. It actually was caught in that meltdown, which is sad. But we can position it here, and we can do a low heat shot on this night sky and soften it up a bit. We're a bit in the line of fire here. I'm just not going to fire anything. We'll just sink heat. That's okay. So the hoplite. The hoplite really should sprint forward over here and not fire anything this round. We want to crest this hill.
Commander.
I want the Shadowhawk to come in here. Can we get behind that Scorpion? I don't think so. We could come around, though, and hit the Night Sky side arc, or hit the Scorpion. Hit odds are far better on the Scorpion. And actually, this thing is pretty softened up on this side. Fascinating. Let's give it a go. Let's bring the machine gun up to X6.
All weapons.
And there we go. One dead Scorpion. That's what we want to see. Next up is going to be what? Centurion, probably? In phase 12, I would think. Yeah, this will be the Centurion. We'll see what it wants to do. Okay, it goes after our Centaur. Gets a tiny amount of armor damage there. Seems reasonably fine. What is next? That is our Black Knight. So the Black Knight can position here. Its hit odds are going to be pretty low on the night sky, but honestly, these are kind of okay as far as hit odds go. Yeah, we did moderate damage to the night sky there. We'll take that. Next up is our Trebuchet, which needs to climb this hill here. I'd like to have a minimum range situation here. Actually, yeah. This is ideal range here for the night sky. We'll take this. That seems great. We can even fire the medium lasers here. Little bit of internal damage there, but we made it unsteady. Okay, it moves in phase 15. Noted. Our Centaur at this point pretty much needs to get into rear arc of this Striker. Positioning about here. And eliminating the Striker is the goal. We'll see if we kill it here. We did not. We did not penetrate the armor there. So yeah, bad clustering. That's okay. No major issue there. We can move forward with our crossbow and hit this night sky. Odds are so much better now that we got him unsteady. Okay, that is a dead night sky. I like it. Next up is going to be our Wraith. Now, the Wraith has heat issues. If we move up over here, we can fire. Alternatively, we can move here and sink heat. And that's what we're going to do for now. Next up is our Scimitar, who is intended to be flanking around over this way. This is in rear arc, but it's not in ideal range for the AC-5. This is within the minimum range. I'm still going to try this. We're going to fire this in rear arc, softening up that rear arc a little bit. We did hit, but that looked like it was a leg or an arm. Leg. Okay. That's fine.
Yes, Commander.
Next up, of course, is our Hoplite, who wants to climb up this hill over here, but it's not really going to be able to see anything. So then our Shadowhawk can close in out over here. Again, it can't really see anything. We'll let it drop some heat.
Waiting for orders.
And our Apollo could lob indirect fire here. Hello. That's a side arc on this Striker.
Rolling.
Direct fire side arc. I like it. Let's not fire the medium laser, but this could easily take out that Striker. And there it goes. And then there was one. We just need to eliminate that Centurion. This is front arc on the Centurion. We can start building up some instability on it, but it hasn't moved yet. So that's probably not going to be all that effective. We'll just trim off a little bit of armor there. Cool. What are you going to do, Centurion? You are not going to do well here. You're going to melee our Centaur? No. You're going to turn your back to our Centaur and not fire. Is that a surrender? What is this move?
Ready for
That's a
orders.
really bad move. Obviously. Like, incredibly bad.
Roger that.
We'll laser down some of that side arc armor. But I have to wonder what the plan was here. Like, why is this your best option? This is a really, really terrible option, to be clear.
Roger.
We do miss our physical weapon attack. So maybe the plan is to bait us into doing a physical weapon attack and then hope to survive this attack, but he didn't survive it. So, I mean, yeah, that didn't go well. I don't know what the plan was there, to be honest. I really, really don't. Very bizarre. So we took very little damage there, all things considered, and the question is, how quickly can we redeploy? Can we redeploy before the next financial report? It should be pretty soon. So I don't think that the answer to that is necessarily yes. But we'll find out. What do we got, Yang? How much is this going to cost to repair? Shouldn't be too bad. We took very little damage except for the Centaur, which had a meltdown, of course. So that'll be fine. What do we got for salvage here? I mean, I don't think we care about any of this. We could take an ERPPC. We do have one. Potentially that LBX, but I don't know if we have any LBX ammo. FCS missile range might be valuable for us, too. Yeah, let's do that for now. Hope to get the LBX out of the roulette. We got an LRM-10, a couple of internal combustion engines, FCS standard jump jets. Okay, yeah, that's all pretty mediocre, but I guess that'll do for now. The real question, of course, is what do we have for repair costs? We made 1.2 million out of that, so there's no way that we're going to be negative this month. We pretty much covered our expenditures with the Duo Duel, and this is just pretty much gravy from here. There was a small amount that the Duo Duel didn't cover, but there's no way that we took like 1 million C-bills worth of damage. No way at all. So let's see what we've got, Yang. Anything, Yang? He'll get there. He's thinking about it. Here we go. Okay, what do we got? Okay, not bad at all. Do it. 16,000 and just a couple days for repairs. So, financial report is in 4 days. We do have a lot of our pilots fatigued for 4 days. So that's unfortunate. We're going to have to take the financial report. Here we have too many pilots still fatigued. Because, like, if everybody was back now, that would be ideal. Unfortunately, they are not. We're going to have to take this financial report. So we'll take that. That'll be okay. And we should just deploy again, to be honest. We should just deploy again. Let's go through our mech warriors really quick here. We're going to grab a point of piloting for Brick.
I'm receiving.
A point of piloting for Capo will be fine.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Skipper.
What else do we have? Gorgon, you can grab a point of tactics. That'll be okay.
Mech warrior training complete.
I'm here.
Anybody else here?
Talk to me.
I'm here.
Commander. Waiting.
That's a negative. Okay, so let's go ahead and deploy at this point. This is absolutely fine. Once again, I'd like a pretty quick mission here in theory. Something maybe like this assassinate mission. They're escorting units, of course. This is against Steiner. Our Steiner rep is getting pretty low. We should probably consider boosting our Steiner rep if we don't want to make enemies. It's a blackout mission. There's this ambush convoy. This might not be bad. Okay. We could definitely sit about here. Looks good. The Wraith is underweight. Hang on. Why would the Wraith be... Did we get those messages before? No, we did. The Wraith should be underweight. That should be correct.
Hey, Commander.
The Wraith and the Black Knight are slightly underweight. I don't recall seeing that message last time we dropped, but maybe I just missed it. But yes, they should both be underweight. So that should be completely okay. Where was that ambush mission at? Actually, this is a battle mission. This is maybe even better. It's a lot more pay. And it's against Word of Blake. No free priority salvage, but we can get 1.6 mil. Let's do it. I think that'll be fine. It's against Word of Blake, and it might get spicy, but we'll see. See you guys in just a moment. Okay, so here we are, ready to go. I did hear a helicopter as we were loading in, so presumably there's one around somewhere. The question is, where? Should be relatively open. Vehicles are in this area. Okay.
Well, this is a hellhole.
So they're off over here. We spawn up here. This is actually a really good spawn point. I'd prefer to spawn like here, but we'll spawn behind this rock. That seems absolutely okay for the time being. So we can just do something kind of like that. Wonderful. Let's see what we've got. We know there should be 2 lances in total. There should be a lance of enemy mechs around somewhere. So a Cobra Combat VTOL, a Harris Hawk, a Chaparral, and an LRM carrier. That Chaparral has got to go. No doubt about that. Okay, let's just get closed on in here. Oh, there's an ARVKR here, too.
I'm moving.
And there's those mechs. A Wasp and a Locust. That is not threatening in the slightest. Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to come forward with as much as we can here.
Shooting. Just running. Got it.
This guy's awkwardly placed. No doubt about that. But we're just going to advance up here as much as we can. So positioning about here. Who are we going to dispatch to eliminate this guy? We'll probably have like the Shadowhawk do that or something. Our fire support are going to need to take out their VTOLs as soon as possible. The Wraith can position here. Next round, the Wraith might be in a position to engage this vehicle. We'll see.
Good to go.
The crossbow, I kind of want to have up on this hill for right now, using its SAM LRMs to shoot down these flyers. That'll be great. And the Shadowhawk, we're going to take around over here to go after this APC. So that'll be fun. And the Trebuchet, of course, can position like up on this ridge. That'll be fine for now. And finally, the Scimitar, we're going to want to send out over this way. And I want the Scimitar to like come down over here. There are a lot of enemies out here, but we should be able to take care of them. I mean, there's 8, right? I think. Well, there should be 6 vehicles, and then there's at least 2 mechs out over here.
I live to serve.
Okay, well, our Black Knight is going to advance. Nope, that is not what I wanted to click on. We're going to advance down over to here.
Let's move.
There we go. And that's an LRM carrier. Okay, so what's the highest threat here? Probably this Chaparral. Probably. I think what we're going to do, though, is we're going to position about here, advancing as much as possible, hitting the side arc of this LRM carrier, and that probably takes out the LRM carrier. Yes. So that's one down.
Battle mech down.
Phenomenal. That was a vehicle down, not a battle mech, actually. Just saying. You reported the wrong thing there, Magus. Phenomenal. So now we're going to have some Phase 20 movers. This Cobra Combat VTOL with tri-medium lasers, this Harris Hawk, and that's got some bombs in it. So I'd like to take down that Harris Hawk pretty quickly, but it's probably going to get to use its bombs. Just looking at where it rolled up its initiative, we'll see how it uses it. There's also another Shiv back over here. So all of that is noted. Okay, what are we going to do, Harris Hawk? Goes off to the side here. That is a lot into our Scimitar. It just one-shots our Scimitar.
Reporting heavy damage.
Okay. Well, luckily the Scimitar isn't that big of a deal. I don't know if GV survived that. Yeah, it looks like GV survived it. So that should be okay.
She can't take much more of this.
And that was certainly unfortunate. Not really anything to be done about it, though. The Scimitar kind of sucks anyway. So, it's fine. It's probably recoverable. And the pilot appears to have survived. So that's all good. We need our fire support to shoot down these aircraft, though. That is absolutely the top priority right now. So the Apollo is going to kind of stay where it's at, positioning about here. This Shiv is within minimum range. The Cobra is also within minimum range. So I think we fire on the Harris Hawk. Now it fired all of its missiles hilariously at our vehicle.
A critical hit.
And of course it one-shot it, but that's fine. So this Locust is closing in, going for our Centaur.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace.
Yeah, those are the reinforcements up here. We knew they were there. They're not new, Darius. They've been here. There's only 2 of them as well, as far as we know. So hopefully there is only the 2. And the Scimitar is not going to be very difficult to replace, right? Arrow 4 direct fire on the Black Knight. That's a lot of stability damage.
I'm under heavy fire.
Okay. So the hoplite is going to move up. That's that chaparral that I said was a high priority. So I'm checking hit odds here. 40%. 54? Okay. Let's start chipping down the armor on this chaparral. Or, you know, missing almost everything. That works too. Next up is going to be this APC. So the APC needs to be dealt with. That's going to be dealt with by some of our other mechs there. Okay, so that barrage is here on, I believe, our Trebuchet. Noted.
Standing by.
The Wraith at this point is going to move in on the APC. And I want to get rear arc, field inhibitor off, and just hit this thing. It has a lot of armor, but this is a rear arc. I don't know how much it actually has in the rear arc. Sadly, we missed our PPC on like 97% chance hit odds there. Yeah, this thing has a lot of armor. Okay, so our crossbow at this point is going to pretty much stay put. Maybe it backs off a little bit over to like here to get out of the barrage area. But then it can fire on one of these. Given the hit odds, I'm thinking the Harris Hawk. I want this thing shot down. Unfortunately, we don't breach the armor there. Wow, okay. Very, very awkward clustering rolls. I want to position up about here with the Shadowhawk, and we're going to fire on this APC. We should not do too much stray shot given these hit odds, so it should be fine. We'll get a little bit of stray shot probably, but I'm not too concerned about that. The APC survives another full-on rear arc attack there. However, its rear arc is getting very weak, so that's good. The Trebuchet is going to back off over here, so that the barrage only hits the Trebuchet. And then we're going to fire possibly on the Harris Hawk, but those are poor hit odds. They're also kind of our best hit odds. Failed our sensor roll. Okay, that'll do it. We do get the Harris Hawk shot down, so that's good.
Nick, destroy.
Phenomenal. Next up is going to be our Black Knight. So the Black Knight did take the full brunt of that Arrow 4 shot. So we can position here. We could fire on the Cobra Combat VTOL, but the hit odds are far better on the Chaparral, and I would like to continue to work on chipping him down. Okay. Structure exposure on the Trebuchet from that barrage. That is definitely gross.
How can I help?
Our Centaur is going to, at this point, move in on the Chaparral.
Copy that.
And we're going to hit it rear arc here. It does have actually strongest rear arc armor. Wow, okay. We shouldn't have hit it rear arc then. We should have hit it side arc. We will get some side arc damage from this. And we actually take it out. So that's phenomenal. No more damage coming out of that guy. Next up is this Wasp, continuing to close in. Next is going to be the Cobra and the Shiv. And I expect both of them to start really angling in for this Trebuchet, which has just taken quite a lot of damage. No doubt about that. They're also going to move this APC very soon. Yeah, that's very gross. We can't move the Trebuchet until phase 15. So that's definitely a thing. I'd love to shoot down this Shiv. This positioning is not ideal with the Apollo there. So we'd end up positioning it like here and trying to shoot down the Shiv. Odds are not great, but at least we can throw some chaff countermeasures at it. Oh, the Gauss rifle actually hit there. That's a big deal, actually.
Hostile eliminated.
That means that it can't attack our trebuchet. Now, the APC still can. We'll see what it gets done there. It goes for the crossbow, of all things. I'll take it. That is absolutely great. I am delighted by it going for the crossbow there. So next up, I'd like to position about here and shoot down the Cobra Combat VTOL with our SAM missiles. Let's see what we get done there. A lot of armor strip, but we did not penetrate the armor. Oh, it was very close, though. Very close to penetrating the armor in that side arc. This Locust is closing in and going for the Black Knight. I'm not too concerned about the Locust and the Wasp, to be honest. We'll get those taken care of very quickly.
Reading you.
The Apollo, I want to have back off over to about here to continue to fire on this Cobra. Only 22.8% hit odds, but we don't need much.
Affirmative.
And there we go. Phenomenal.
Target down.
So he's down. Next up is our Wraith. And the Wraith is going to continue to hit the APC in this rear arc. It cannot survive this for long. I'm pretty sure it dies right here. We miss our melee, I think. It's hard to tell from this angle. We can't really see anything. We did miss the melee. 84% chance on that. We've had really bad luck on dealing with this APC. But that's okay.
Commander.
The Trebuchet can position up over about here.
Move order received.
And can fire also on the APC or on the Locust. The APC is the best hit odds, and we're going to take it.
Firing full complement on enemy. Damage
So continuing to chip that down. It has a lot of armor, no doubt about that. And the Black Knight, I kind of want to move up over here to start engaging this Locust. Low hit odds, but we do manage to hit one of those. Cool.
Reporting.
Now the Shadowhawk is going to close in over this way and continue to fire on this APC. Hit odds are quite low on it now,
Firing at enemy six.
but let's see what we've got. Boy, we just can't kill this APC. We're having really bad luck on it. No doubt about that. Its armor is so low at this point.
I've got your back.
Okay. Well, the Centaur is going to continue to engage up over here on this
Roger.
Locust,
Throttle.
probably. But I don't like this positioning, actually. I'm just going to, I don't like the hit odds on that. It was only 16%. So I think we're going to just wait, and we're going to let this Locust move. The Wasp moves in on our Centaur and gets absolutely nothing done. I like it.
What do you need?
Okay. Now our Hoplite is moving. I'm going to position it
Copy
here.
that.
And we're going to take the side arc attack on this APC. I'm not going to fire the chaff. Eventually, this APC will die. But it moves now. We have put so much into this thing. Okay. This thing is tough. No doubt about it. Luckily, it went for our Shadowhawk instead of our Trebuchet. And then continued to not move. So it's definitely going to die this round. Like 1,000,000,000%. I'm going to move the Apollo down over here. 25.4 versus 43 on this Wasp. Wow. Yeah, take that 43% hit chance there. I love it. So now the Locust is going to move. And we'll see what it decides to do. Closing in over here, perhaps? That wouldn't be a great move. Going for the crossbow? Yeah, absolutely fine. Okay, next up is our Wraith. Surely we're going to take this guy out this time. 83% chance of hitting the kick. I'm going to take the overheat, too. We missed the kick yet again. Okay. We missed our PPC as well, and we did not penetrate the armor. Eventually, this APC's luck is going to run out, but it is not now. Next up is our Trebuchet. We're going to take this rear arc shot again. We're going to take the overheat, too.
Confirmed.
Structure exposure, finally.
Okay, Chief. Redlining.
Okay, and our trebuchet shut down there.
I can't find
So
enough-
the crossbow is going to probably attack the wasp out over here, I'm thinking. Yeah, that means that it should close in a little bit here. Or we could hit the side arc on this APC and basically guarantee the kill. But I feel like the Shadowhawk has got that. So we're going to fire on this wasp. We're going to use ER LRM ammo, which doesn't actually improve our odds that much, but we still take out the wasp. So that's phenomenal. So much for that lance of mechs, right? This is just 2 lights. I'm okay with that, though. The Shadowhawk is going to move in over here, and we're going to kick him. 87.9% chance. I'm going to use the M-Pod as well. I want this APC gone.
Confirmed. Engaging.
We hit the melee, although all of it was absorbed by armor. Finally. That APC took a lot to bring down. Wow. Okay. Well, we are done with it, though. So now our Black Knight can move up and start to engage this Locust. We've already reduced his armor a little bit, and we can continue doing that. Cool. Next up is our Centaur. The Centaur can probably make rear arc here. Hit odds are probably not going to be great because of the motion of this Locust, but we don't need much into this rear arc. We need maybe a little more than that, though. That was not a lot at all. So our Wraith is overheated. I'm just going to position it here and brace. There we go.
Standing by.
The Hoplite can position here and pot shot. Hopefully we don't stray shot. That would be awkward. I believe we did. I believe we stray shotted the autocannon. Luckily, it wasn't the Gauss rifle.
Awaiting orders.
Next up would be our Shadowhawk, which would just position up over here and lob some MRMs.
10-4.
We need all the stability damage that we can get right now, so I'm just layering on all the fire. That's the goal here. We need to get the evasive off of this Locust. Otherwise, we're going to have a hard time hitting it. It positions down over here, goes for our crossbow. Okay.
I'm showing minor damage.
That's reasonably fine, but it's going to have a lot of evasive from that. So I'm just thinking here, 30%, that's not terrible.
10-4.
Do it. Structure exposure, arm destruction.
Reporting critical hit.
I would have liked to see a leg destruction there, but alas, that did not happen. We'll position our crossbow about here,
On my way.
and once again, fire with our crossbow here. Not firing the medium lasers, just the missiles. That's good armor damage there.
My heat sinks can't vent fast enough. I'm
Okay.
taking damage.
We definitely need to continue to hit this guy, though. So we're going to move our Black Knight down and pot shot this. I don't expect too much out of that. A little bit of internal there. Probably just in the arm, though, and transferring into armor would be my guess. The Trebuchet is going to restart, and that'll be fine. Then we're going to get our Centaur on down over here, and we'll do what we can to this rear arc, which is probably not going to be much. We took out a double heat sink there.
That was a critical hit, lad.
I'll take that. Absolutely.
Receiving you.
So our hoplite could position about here and pot shot this. I'm going to fire the chaff as well. Ooh, that was a Gauss straight into the CT there. Okay, that'll do the trick. That'll definitely do the trick. I did not expect a Gauss rifle kill there. That was like 17%. We'll take it.
Successful.
Absolutely wonderful. That makes up for that 97% PPC miss earlier. That wouldn't have killed. So I'll absolutely take a 17% Gauss rifle kill over a 97% PPC miss that just would have done like 50 damage to armor. Absolutely, I'll take that. That's a fair trade. In terms of salvage, we're not really too interested in anything we ran into there, although that APC had a lot of armor. But I don't think it was very fast, if I had to guess. The Chaparral would be an interesting thing to have. We would definitely like to have more vehicles. So we'll see what's available here. We did definitely take a little damage, no doubt about that. Yeah, there's that APC. The Chaparral missile artillery there, yeah, we wouldn't be able to get all of it. We can grab this Arrow 4, though. Consider it done. Do we have any Arrow 4 ammo? We do. Regular, fast cam, and guided. So, with the guided, it deals up to 20 area effect damage. With the standard, it deals up to 25 area of effect damage. It also removes mines, or actually up to 100 area of effect damage. Okay, so the guided is better for, like, sniping, whereas this is better for artillery, and I'd prefer to use that as artillery. So that'll be okay. We also get some jump jets and a standard heatsink cooling. I don't think we have anything that we want to put the Arrow 4 on at this time, but it'll definitely be a good thing to have in stock. So it is past time to put a cut in here. I'm going to be doing that as soon as we get our repairs going here. That shouldn't be too much. Like, no more than probably 40 or 50k, although we did take that Arrow 4 to the face, so that's going to be a little expensive. I mean, it was just armor damage, though, so it's not going to be that expensive, but the Black Knight's armor repair is a little expensive with that ferrofibrous armor. So that should be maybe 60k tops, I'm thinking. If it's higher than that, I'll be a little surprised. We'll see how it goes. We really didn't take that much damage. Except for the trebuchet, I suppose, but the trebuchet is cheap. The scimitar was destroyed and couldn't be recovered. Okay, so the scimitar is out of here. We do need to replace vehicles then. We needed to do that anyway, to be honest. So get started on that Yang. That was also more expensive, but that was because I forgot about the trebuchet. So that's okay. We've still got GV, but we did lose the scimitar. To be honest, the scimitar is not a big loss. We can take a look in our mech bay and see if we want to ready any vehicles. We can't change around anything on the vehicles, but we can go into our components here, or rather into our storage, and see what we've got available for vehicles, if we have any. I'm not sure we do, so we might just have to sit without a vehicle for now, which isn't the end of the world. I mean, we've got a Spectre. That's not a vehicle, though. Anything else in here? Not that I'm seeing immediately, although I might just be blind. Who knows? So for now, we're probably just going to deploy without vehicles. We definitely do want to get some new vehicles, and we want to get our lances set up a little bit more appropriately, but it's past time to put that cut in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.